Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be yet another college vlog and I'm really excited to take you along with me as I get stuff done this week. It's just gonna be a pretty typical week in college for me. I just submitted an assignment for my graphic design class and I'm gonna work on another assignment for my senior capstone class, and then I'm gonna start editing a report for that class too. And then if I have time, I'm hoping to get to some laws of UX stuff, but we'll see. I've also just been doing some laundry today. It's been a pretty slow day. My sister ended up coming over Friday evening and she just left yesterday evening, and we had a really good weekend. We went shopping and did quite a bit of damage, so I'm not gonna be spending much money this week or in the weeks to come because of that. I don't regret it though. I got some pretty good things, and we also ate out quite a bit and it was so much fun. I also ended up seeing the Mean Girls movie with her and I was actually pleasantly surprised by it. I know people have like some mixed thoughts on it, but I thought that it didn't really take itself too seriously and therefore I was able to have a lot more fun watching it. But yeah, that is pretty much it for my updates. I don't have much aside from class. I'm hanging out with a friend on Wednesday and then I have a physical therapy appointment on Thursday, so gonna be a bit more chill of a week than last week because last week was super busy for me, but I am in desperate need of a more chill week. Guys, I am like viscerally angry right now because I have been trying to get my bed sheets dried for like 7-8 hours today, and my roommate just won't get them out of the dryer, and she's literally in her room right now, and I texted her privately and I was like, can you please get your clothes out of the dryer? Earlier when I asked in the group chat, she was like, oh, can you just take them out for me? Like, no, I'm not your servant. I'm not touching your underwear and stuff. Like, that's so weird. And I know that it's clean, but like, that's still so weird. I realized that by me refusing to take her clothes out of the dryer, I'm probably not gonna have sheets to sleep on tonight, but I don't care. Like, I am not doing that. Like, why do I always have to clean up after other people? Like, it's so annoying. Hello everyone. I think when I last updated you, I was really angry because of the laundry situation, but I have since calmed down, and I did express to my roommate that the situation really frustrated me and that I don't want it to happen again. And she said that it won't happen again, but I'll believe it when I see it. I have just been realizing more and more lately that roommates are just not for me, and that's okay. Things can't be for everyone. I just really need things to be a particular way or else I get really stressed about it. I can sometimes even have panic attacks about it, which kind of happened to me last night, although it was a very small panic attack, so I'm thankful that it didn't turn into something bigger, but I'm doing okay now. I just feel like it was a really bad time for me to have a problem like that because I have just been feeling like I can't control anything external in my life right now, and the only thing I can rely on is myself. Because of that, I have been taking on so much extra responsibility in my group projects and in other responsibilities that I have, and it's kind of frustrating. So everything just kind of started piling up and I've been feeling kind of low because of that, but I've still managed to get things done, although I do feel like I'm not getting as many things done as I would like to, but that's okay. I have to learn how to get better about that. Okay, sorry, my mom called me, but I'm back. I just wanted to finish what I was saying. Basically, I have just been feeling super drained lately, and it sucks because I mainly feel like it's being caused by other people and other circumstances that are out of my control. And it's like nothing major, it's just like little annoyances that are adding up and causing me to not feel that great. I'll be okay. I feel like my brain has checked out for today, which is kind of annoying because I still have quite a few things on my to-do list, but nothing super urgent, just things that eventually need to get done this week. And it's all mostly for my senior capstone class, which really sucks because, again, I'm not very supported in that class by my other group mates. But hopefully after I meet with the professor on Friday, I'll have a better idea of how to avoid situations like this in the future. But as of right now, it's really frustrating because there's a lot going on in that class and it really is meant to be a group project. The workload is just so much for one person, but it is what it is and I will get through it because I always get through things. But yeah, I've just been very low energy and just not feeling that great, but I'm gonna relax for the rest of the night. I think there's no point in me forcing myself to do subpar work when I'm just really not feeling it. And especially because I don't have an obligation to get things done tonight, I still have time to do it later. And I'm gonna go do my physical therapy exercises, listen to a podcast maybe because I'm really in a podcast mood right now, and I will update you later. Hello everyone. I had one class today and it was my generative AI and UX class, and that was fun and chill. And then I went to go visit my friend at her job and I brought her some boba and we just ranted about random stuff for like an hour and a half. And then I came back and I had lunch and now I'm just gonna do some more stuff on my to-do list. One of my ears feels like it needs to pop and I'm really not sure what to do about it because it won't pop. So that's also going on in case anyone was wondering. But yeah, I have so much stuff to do on my to-do list, so I'm just gonna lock in for like around 3 hours and do that, and then I'm gonna head to my next class. Hey guys, I came back from class and then I had dinner and I've just been continuing to work on an affinity diagram for my senior capstone class because we have finished user interviews for our design project and now we need to actually analyze all of that data. But I am basically the only one who's working on this. Some of my teammates helped put in the interview data into FigJam, but that's just like copying and pasting. And not really the hard part, which is analyzing them and putting them in groups and coming up with larger themes and insights and then turning those into user needs and design requirements. It's been going so slowly though, and I just don't feel like doing anything right now. Like, I think it's just like the weather, and I just always get like a little bit extra sad and unmotivated when the weather's super cold and there's no sun, but I'll be okay. I really need to get this done. Like, our slides for a presentation that we're doing in class are due like at 1 p.m. tomorrow, and so far I've gotten like 1.5 of the insights that I want to talk about done, but I need to think of more, and then I also need to think of topics for discussion. Again, I have to do all of this myself, which makes it even harder, but that's where I'm at right now. I'm hoping to stop working by 9 p.m. so I have a little under 40 minutes to get this done, but I don't know if that's realistically gonna happen. I'm just so tired. Like, I want to go to sleep. I'll update you later. I have another physical therapy appointment tomorrow. In case anyone was wondering, which I'm sure no one is, but I'll tell you anyway. My back has been feeling a bit better. There were a few days, I think last week, when I had like no back pain whatsoever, and I got really excited, but it did come back a little bit, but now it's like going away again. So it's kind of been like a cycle, which I wasn't really expecting, but it is at the part of the cycle where it's getting better right now. So that's that. I've really been trying my best to follow all of the advice that my physical therapists have been giving me, and they always give me like a lower back massage. I think it's called like a deep tissue massage or something like that, and it works wonders. But I'm super ticklish, so they always have to like keep their hand on my back for like around 2 minutes so that I get used to it and I'm less ticklish. And when I say I'm ticklish, I don't mean like the giggly kind, I mean like the painful kind. So kind of sucks, but I do really love the massages. Other than that, I'm just gonna be discussing my progress with them, and then I think they're gonna give me more exercises to do because that's what they did last time. I haven't been doing yoga for a few days because I've been on my period and I don't really feel like moving that much on my period, which is actually fine. Don't listen to people who tell you that you need to exercise every single day of the month. If you are a person who gets periods, you can take it slow during your period if you need to, but I think I might get back into it today or tomorrow. Honestly, I'm just really tired today. Like, I'm not skipping yoga today because of my period. I'm skipping it because I'm super tired, but my period's gonna be over tomorrow, so I'm gonna get back into it. That actually might be another reason why I've been in such a weird mood lately. I think it might also be my period, but I don't know. Anyway, you're welcome for all the great updates. I successfully finished these slides. It took a lot of thinking, but I did it. I got myself some Panera for dinner. I got a cup of cheddar broccoli soup and a full Mediterranean veggie sandwich. The rest of it is in the bag. And then I got chips, and I ordered a baguette, but they gave me another side of chips, which is fine, although I was really looking forward to eating the baguette with the soup, but whatever. Hey guys, I am currently in bed because I ate so much and I'm so full and I can barely move. I was planning on getting back into my yoga routine tonight, but honestly, like, my stomach is pushing on my diaphragm pretty hard because I ate so much food. I literally finished pretty much everything I got from Panera except for one bag of chips, so that tells you everything you need to know. And it's because I've barely eaten all day, so I was just really hungry and I decided to go for it, but I'm kind of regretting it now. But I'll be okay. I'm gonna lay in bed, and I have a client meeting agenda to work on for my client meeting tomorrow. And of course, I'm the only one working on it. So if I don't get it done, it just won't get done. And right now I have it in like agenda format, but I'm thinking about making some slides because it's gonna be kind of boring just talking through everything. I kind of want some visuals, but like, it's already 7:40 p.m. and I'm so tired, and no one else is gonna be helping me with this. So I don't know. I think I'm just gonna leave it in agenda format. Class today was pretty boring. I had a physical therapy appointment in the morning actually, and it went really well. My physical therapist said that she's seeing a lot of improvement, which matches how I've been feeling. Like, I have been feeling like I'm improving. I think I said this early in the vlog, but I kind of go through cycles. Like, some days it is worse, some days it's better, but now I'm on like an upward trajectory, and she thinks that it's gonna continue. She gave me another couple of exercises to do, and one of them is pretty hard. I'm gonna try it for the first time tonight. Well, second time technically, because she showed me how to do it earlier. And after that, I had my graphic design class, and that class stresses me out to no end. I feel like they go so fast, and they take points off for like the smallest little things that they didn't even tell you to look out for in class. Like, it's ridiculous. But I'm gonna meet up with one of my friends who's in that class on Saturday, and we're gonna work on homework for that class together, so that always helps a ton. I feel like just talking about my design decisions with another actual person really helps me. And then after that, I had lunch, which was just a little bagel that I packed for myself. And then I had a 4-hour block for my senior capstone, and part of that was our stand-up presentations where we just talk about the progress that we've made on our senior capstone projects, and we ask for feedback on certain things. And of course, I made the entire slide deck for that, but actually one of my group members added to it a little bit. It's just that she did it very last minute. Like, technically, we're supposed to have our slides finalized by 1 p.m. on Thursdays, but she was editing it like 10 minutes before we were supposed to present, which doesn't really matter. Like, they don't really check to make sure that you finished ahead of time. It's just like a suggestion. But regardless, I was kind of annoyed by that. I feel like my entire group just annoys me to no end. I keep trying to drop hints that they've been annoying me, but they just are not getting it. Like, okay, today during class, we were doing some affinity diagramming on FigJam, and they found this FigJam extension where you can play Connect 4 with someone on FigJam, and that's what they were doing for like a good 10 minutes. But, like, we're in class right now. Like, we're actively working on a project right now. Like, I don't understand what you're doing, but yeah. Anyway, I'm meeting with my professor for that class tomorrow, and I'm just gonna rant about every single thing that they've been doing. I made a list so I won't forget anything, because I find that this happens to me whenever I try to talk to anyone about my problems. Like, I've noticed this in therapy and just like in general when I rant about things. Like, I tend to leave out details that are kind of important if I don't write them down. And it's something that I need to work on, but for now I'm writing everything down. I only booked like 15 minutes on his calendar because I don't think I can talk for longer than that. I'm honestly kind of over it already, and I haven't even talked to him yet. Like, what can he do at this point? What can anyone do at this point? Like, I just have to suck it up and deal with it. So yeah. And then after that, I had my AR for Automotive UX class, and that was super chill. I feel like that class is a super light class, which I'm so thankful for. And yeah, I'm done with classes for the week. No classes on Fridays, in case you didn't know. I don't have anything scheduled for Fridays except for my client meeting and now my meeting with my capstone professor. I feel like my hair has been super frizzy because it's been getting warmer, thankfully, and it's also just been raining a lot, so it's pretty humid, and I don't love it. I don't love this look, but I'm glad it's getting warmer. I am going to go finish this client meeting agenda. I still have so many logistics and things to figure out for that class, but it's stressing me out too much. Like, after I finish this client meeting agenda, I'm going to sleep. Like, I'm gonna get started on my nighttime routine because I just can't. I'm done for today. I'm so done. Hey guys, it is Friday and I am going to vlog today even though I don't have any classes. I have a client meeting for my senior capstone class, and then right after that I am meeting with my professor for my senior capstone class to discuss group dynamics, which honestly I just want to get it over with. I don't even really know what he's going to be able to do for me at this point, but I do think that it's still important for him to know what's been going on, because this has literally been an issue since last semester. If you didn't know, our senior capstone program is 2 semesters, so you're with the same group for both of those semesters, and the same issues from last semester have carried over. And I literally brought this up in therapy, and even my therapist was like, yeah, you need to tell your professor about this. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today. I feel like I've talked about it like at least 5 times in this video, but it's been on my mind for a really long time. And then other than that, I have so much work to do for my senior capstone class. We have a huge report due next Friday, and we still need to make personas, user journeys, so many other big deliverables that are going to take quite a bit of time to make. And one of my group members actually did express interest in helping me with this. Crazy. But when we tried to set up an extra meeting with our group, no one was available, which I think is just insane. Like, there is no way that it's actually impossible to schedule a meeting with 4 people, especially 4 people who are pretty much in the same classes. I don't understand, but I am going to text in our group chat once I get a game plan for that. I haven't texted them yet because I actually have no idea how I'm gonna divvy this up, but once I do, I'll let them know and I'll ask them to do it. But again, every time I've done this in the past, I've just had to end up doing everything myself anyway. So we're trying again, but I really don't know how that's gonna go. Other than that, I do want to share one other thing with you, because it's something that I've seen people do on TikTok, but I've avoided doing for so long. And this week I started doing it, and it has been the best decision I've made in a while. So on TikTok, I kept seeing everyone being like, okay, in 2024, like, my phone is always going to be on Do Not Disturb. And at first, I didn't really get it, because to me, it seemed like the whole point of having a phone is to get notifications in real time of things and to get those notifications on the go, like wherever you are. So I avoided it for so long, especially because I am signed into my school email on my phone, and I actually have found it helpful in the past. But then I really sat down and thought about it, and I realized that I don't need to be getting those notifications in real time. Like, if I don't see the notification at first, I'll just see it later. And in the past, like, that has never been a big deal. I just have created this false sense of urgency when it comes to school things and professional things. This summer when I was interning, I was logged into my work email on my phone, and I was getting those notifications in real time. And I really don't need that. I think the only thing that I really need is Google Calendar notifications, just so I don't forget to go to anything that I need to be at in real time. But other than that, I'm only getting notifications from my mom, dad, and my sister, because those tend to be the most time-sensitive notifications that I get on a daily basis. And everyone else is blocked. And I'm also not sharing my focus status with anyone. I think by default, iOS has it so that if you have a focus mode turned on, like do not disturb, anyone can see that you have it turned on in iMessage, but I turn that off because one of the options that people get when they see your focus status is the notify anyway button, and I don't want people to be able to notify me anyway, so I turn that off so people can't get a hold of me, which sounds really extreme, but it has been so beneficial for my mental health. I still do respond to everything that I get pretty much, but I choose when to do that, and I feel like having that extra bit of control has been so great for me. And it also made me realize, like, before I had a phone, like years ago, I was not worried about missing out on stuff. And granted, I was in middle school at the time, or even before that, but like before smartphones were a thing, people did not get notifications of things in real time, and they were all fine. And so I will be fine too. Obviously, when I'm like traveling or doing something else where I will need to have notifications on, I'll do that, but my default going forward is to be on Do Not Disturb 24/7, so yeah. I choose when I get back to people now, and I love it. So I highly recommend doing that. I feel like so many people are now talking about it on TikTok, and I see the appeal. And also, I am pretty attached to my phone, so I do end up seeing the notifications pretty regularly. I would say, like, I've been checking my phone at least once every 30 minutes, if not more than that, and I really want to cut that down, but like, I'm really not missing out on much, and I feel so much better already, so yeah. Anyway, I've been talking for way too long. I actually have a lot of stuff to do, so I'm gonna go do that, but I'll update you later. Okay, so I finished my meeting with my capstone professor, and he was actually so understanding and helpful. I was actually a little bit worried that he was going to just like bring all the issues back to me and like focus on how I'm bad at delegating or bad at leadership or whatever, but that didn't end up happening, thankfully. He had some helpful suggestions for me. A lot of it was stuff that I was actually already thinking about doing, so it's just good to see that someone else shares my point of view, because I thought that some of my ideas were a little bit toxic or like kind of like a mind game, but he had pretty much the same ideas that I did. I didn't even tell him what my ideas were. I was just like, I just wanted to see what he thought first. And then if he didn't have anything to say, then I was planning on telling him my ideas. But basically, instead of me stepping in to finish things when things don't get finished, I'm just gonna leave them unfinished. We'll see where that takes us. He also told me to follow up with him in like a week or so after I do this, because we have a huge report due soon, and then we also have another presentation coming up and another client meeting and stuff, so he just wants me to not do all of that anymore and just do my fair share of things, which I agree is a great plan. And I'm low-key scared, but it'll be fine. Like, it's really not that deep. I've been placing a lot of importance in this project because it is a client project. Like, we're working with people outside of the university on this project, but I'm just a little sick of caring so much, frankly. So yeah, that is that. It actually went really well. Other than that, I think he also said something about like just being angry on my behalf and all that, and like I appreciate it, but I was really just looking for solutions, and I think we got some. And hopefully they work, but again, I'll keep you posted. Now I'm just gonna get back to my to-do list. I also have to go grocery shopping again. I've been going through groceries so fast and I don't know why. And I'm a little suspicious now because right as I said that out loud, I realized that like my roommate situation has not been great recently. Like there's been a lot of internal conflict. Kind of started with like the whole laundry thing, but I don't know. I don't want to accuse anyone of anything yet because I don't have any proof. But anyways, I will update you later. I just went to Target and Walgreens. I'll insert a picture of what I got, but it wasn't much. It was basically just stuff that I needed. I definitely didn't need the ramen, but I'm gonna want the ramen later this week when I have a million things due. But I think I'm going to end the vlog here. Hopefully I have enough footage. I'm honestly not sure because I feel like I didn't really sit down and do that much work. I was pretty much just like always in class and then multitasking during class and getting stuff done in there. But I might vlog this weekend because I know that the only thing I'm going to be able to do is homework. So I feel like that'll make a pretty good vlog. And then I'm probably going to film next week. Honestly, I think I've just been filming every single week this semester, which I've actually really been liking. We'll see how long I continue that. But yeah, that is pretty much it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in my next video.